Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Not exactly staying home. Why are some golf courses that are supposed to be shut down full of golfers? Michigan and Metro Detroit still clearly on the upslope of the coronavirus curve.
Start things off here at 6 with today's top headlines. Michigan now has more than 20,000 cases of COVID-19, along with getting close to now 1,000 deaths, 959. No surprise then that Governor Whitmer laid out plans to extend her stay-home order, which would have expired this coming Monday. A fuller announcement on this is coming up tomorrow. Mayor Duggan today said he is hearing of slight improvements in Detroit hospitals when it comes to case numbers, but notes that people need to keep staying home.
Yeah, and golf is definitely not on the list of things Michiganders are cleared to do under the governor's stay-at-home order.
At least 2 local courses pretty busy today. Local 4 defender Karen Drew investigates.
The defenders got a few tips about golf courses allowing golfers to golf, so we did some checking and take a look at what we found over in Commerce Township. The sun is out, and so are the golfers at Edgewood Country Club in Commerce Township. Our Local 4 defender drone was up in the sky about lunchtime, catching plenty of twosomes and foursomes hitting the green. Now remember, we are under a state order to stay home. Only essential businesses are allowed to operate. Golf, clearly not essentials. I called the clubhouse and talked to the manager, Brian.
Golf course is closed.
I understand you're saying the golf course is closed, but we have video of golfers golfing. We have drone footage, and you're allowing this to happen.
I've closed the golf course. There shouldn't be anybody out there.
If you're the manager, why aren't you doing something about this?
I've closed the golf course.
Defender cameras did catch an Oakland County Sheriff's car arrive at the course. We assumed the course was going to be shut down, but the deputy left, and even more golfers arrived. Do you have any responsibility or any consideration for the state law that's been handed down to stay home, stay safe?
Yes, we closed the golf course.
We did reach out to the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, and we're told the deputy did tell the club that golfers had to disperse. Followed up with a second visit to make sure it happened. Now, while they were there, they noticed the club was having work done on its locker room. So deputies wrote up a violation for both the golf and the work being done, and will be sent to the Oakland County Health Division and Attorney General's office. I'm Karen Drew, Local 4 Defenders.
President Trump and his coronavirus task force are holding their daily briefing right now. We're streaming it on clickondetroit.com. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says the challenge now is to get Americans that have traveled abroad back home.
These people traveled abroad on vacations or with their church, and we're intending to get back on their own. We hope that day comes pretty soon where they don't have to rely on the State Department to get them back home. But know this, in the meantime, we're devoting all the resources we have to get them. They're often in difficult places. They're not in the capital near the airport, or the roads are closed. And so it's not just a matter of getting a flight down there. There's a lot of work that has to be done to coordinate, to make it all happen and get those people available so they're sitting there when the flight lands, they can get on the plane, and then we can get them back home.
Now, Lester Holt and the Nightly News team will have a full recap coming up here at 6:30, just as soon as this broadcast is through. It's a startling symptom being experienced by some patients who've been affected by the virus, the sudden loss of taste and smell.
Yeah, Devin, it's quickly become a red flag symptoms for doctors and now researchers as well. Our own Dr. Frank McGeorge is here to explain why this symptom in particular is generating so much interest.
Yeah, so the medical terms are anosmia, loss of smell, and dysgeusia, which is a change in taste. It's thought that the virus might be affecting the nerves that carry those senses, and researchers want to learn much more about this unusual symptom as quickly as possible, and they are asking the public for your help.
We've known for many years that when you have a viral illness, you might lose your sense of smell temporarily or permanently, and over the last 3 weeks, it's become apparent that COVID-19 may be a little unique in this respect, and that it may or may not uniquely target the sense of smell in a way that other viruses don't.
John Hayes is the lead investigator at Penn State on a global study of the loss of smell and taste.
At this point, we have over 400 people. That includes research scientists, but also clinicians, it includes patient advocates from at least 35 different countries.
The study is recruiting patients over 18 who've had a recent respiratory illness to answer a brief survey about their symptoms and health history.
If someone has not had a loss of smell or taste. We want to know that as well. So we really want anybody that's had a recent respiratory illness, whether it's the flu, a common cold, or COVID-19.
They started collecting data yesterday and already have several hundred surveys completed.
We're hoping to get thousands because we really need those numbers to be able to see differences perhaps across countries, and also to dive a little deeper into, not just questions of is smell and taste loss occurring, but does it show a specific pattern with other symptoms?
Now, if you've had COVID-19 or another recent respiratory illness, researchers are looking for your help. And you can find a link to the complete survey right now on the health page at clickondetroit.com.
Yeah. All right, Frank. How soon, though, until we expect to have results from this study? We seem to be waiting on the results from many, many studies going on right now.
Well, yeah, obviously there's a lot of studies going on to study a lot of different things. But, as we've seen with other studies, COVID-19 research in particular is moving with a speed that is previously unseen in the research world.
Yeah.
These researchers are taking an open science approach. So as new data comes in and is evaluated, it'll be posted to a public data repository. And they're hoping to find some answers regarding this symptom as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
so we'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, a wiki approach. Cool. All right, Doc.
All right, well, scammers know how eager many people are to get their stimulus checks from the federal government. Well, a new email targeting Metro Detroiters is getting some people to give up their personal information. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is live tonight. Hank, this is really a shame, and you even received one of these emails yourself.
Yeah, Kimberly, these scammers tried to get me. I'm not alone, though. These emails have gone out to thousands of people in hot zones, Detroit, New Orleans, New York. They know these stimulus checks are coming soon, and they want a piece of the action. Money from the federal government is on its way, and thieves want some of that cash. More importantly, they want to trick you into getting much more. They want to steal your identity. This is a copy of an email I received, and according to local police in several communities, it's an email now making the rounds. It's from the Presidential Stimulus Refund Team, and it reads, "You want your check from President Trump, don't you? It's critical you share your banking information. We will work directly with the administration to get your money ASAP. Please include your date of birth, bank account number, and cell number." Know that if you get this email or one similar, it is a flat-out scam. Here's financial expert Kirk Cassidy.
I'm sure we're going to see a ton of different scams popping up where people are going to be sending emails or texts or please send us your information and then we can send you your check from the government.
These scammers, sadly, and in most cases, are targeting seniors.
Especially the elderly are going to understand what to do and how to get that money. What they need to know is coming to them. There's really not much they need to do.
So how can you protect yourself? First, never reply to an email from a sender you don't recognize. Never share your personal information over the phone. And if something seems a bit off, remember, it's probably part of a scam.
They're not going to call your house phone, cell phone, text you. They're not going to email you. So don't respond with personal information ever. By the way, they already have your information. No one's going to need information from you to get you your money that they're promising.
Scammers always out there, especially during challenging times, trying to take advantage of you. This is just one of the big scams targeting people right here in our community. Tomorrow, starting at 6 a.m., I'm going to take you through the other scams that I've been tracking in this area that are related to the coronavirus. We'll have that for you tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank.
Yeah, it really is a shame you have to do that, Hank, but you're right. The scammers are out there, and we need to know, so we appreciate the information.
Well, we learned today General Motors will be paid $500 million by the federal government to make 30,000 ventilators by August, the first such deal under the Defense Production Act. The work is going to take place at GM's plant in Kokomo, Indiana. Meantime, hospitals are looking for ways to get the most out of the ventilators that they do have. Business editor Rob Maloney shows us how a local company is quickly ramping up parts for this battle.
Novastar Solutions of Livonia sells these. They're 3D printers where you can buy a computer, design a part, and then print one out like that. They use it a lot in the auto industry, but right now they're using for the hospital industry. These are ventilator parts. You're watching CAD computer technology layering medical-grade nylon into high-strength plastic. This week, the machine's been spitting out these ventilator hose splitters, allowing more than one patient to use one ventilator, and another T-shaped part used for sleep apnea air pumps. Dave Baumgarten is Novastar's CEO.
Henry Ford and Beaumont, we sent 100 samples to each hospital. And what this allows them to do is to add oxygen on the BiPAP machine so that it can act more like a ventilator.
These are Hewlett-Packard machines. The company received emergency FDA permission to try out these Ts.
It's the first 3D print technology, in the world that can print a lot of parts overnight. There's lots of 3D printing solutions around, but it would take a long time to print 200 parts like we did overnight.
This is all experimental, and doctors aren't even certain putting more than one person on a ventilator is really a good idea. Still, Novastar's crew is getting more requests to build more prototype ventilator parts.
I can't hold my guys back at our 3D print center. If they get any requests for anything like this, they're off printing. And so we're all excited to help and hopefully save a few lives.
Now they're working with at least 4 different hospitals to get these parts out. And the hospitals now have to do their own testing to figure out whether this technology works. But if they need to change something, they can change it overnight. In Livonia, Rod Malonick, Local 4.
Very cool. Okay, Rod, thank you. In many parts of Metro Detroit, gloves and masks are becoming litter. Video from Harper Woods shows the problem. Neighbors there tell our Larry Spruill they're glad people are taking extra precautions, but it's time to make use of trash cans nearby.
Everyone is wearing gloves these days in order to stay safe during these tough times. But what happens when you are done with the gloves? Well, people in one city tell me everyone is throwing them on the ground, and they've had enough.
Discarded gloves.
It's a sight neighbors in Harper Woods are tired of seeing gloves and more gloves all over the city.
I'm noticing all up and down our main street.
And we also saw the same thing here in Detroit.
Outside of businesses and grocery stores, there are a lot of gloves, and then we also have masks that are just being discarded.
Ernestine Lyons sent me these cell phone videos of the trash. She says what's frustrating is that the gloves are just feet away from trash cans.
When there are trash cans and receptacles here. Literally right next to where these discarded, gloves and things are.
How frustrating is that?
It's pretty frustrating because in some ways, we all want to do our part to, flatten the curve.
Lyons says she's glad people are taking the extra precautions by wearing masks and gloves, but just throwing them on the ground after you're done is just unacceptable. She's hoping something can be done to stop this.
A lot of folks in the community were saying maybe we should ticket people, maybe we should do this. And I know it's not just our community. They're all over the place. People are experiencing this issue.
In the meantime, she just wants people to do their part.
Just be mindful, take it and throw it away where it should be thrown away, or put it in a plastic bag and then throw it away when you get home.
Reporting in Detroit, Larry Spruill, Local 4.
New at 6.
It's such an important observance for our Jewish friends, and it involves friends and family and the passing of history. But today, many of our Jewish friends are doing teleseders or virtual seders. I'll explain.